Welcome to this podcast for National Schools Training, ILM Diploma Level 4 in School Business Management. The topic area is Managing School Facilities, and I am looking at Module 3 ICT Facilities. The purpose of this podcast is to provide a brief insight into how a school business manager may become involved and lead this area. But firstly, a brief synopsis of my background. I have worked in the office of two small schools since 2003 and completed my CSBM qualification in 2012. I now work as a small school business manager in a rural primary school in North Yorkshire. There are 50 pupils in school across two classes, and we have a steadily growing role. We have 5 small villages within our catchment and attract families from a wider area looking for a smaller school environment for their child. We have over 20% eligibility for pupil premium, even though the area is not considered deprived. There are around 25% of the children on the special needs register for catch-up interventions or other educational needs. I have the responsibility for managing facilities within our school. We access a managed service from the local authority for technical support for the school's ICT infrastructure, having access to a phone and email help desk, technician call-out, and a 1 hour per fortnight visit from a technician to provide on-site support. We also buy licences for pupil data and financial accounting packages through this service level agreement. As part of my role, I undertake an audit of the ICT infrastructure on an annual basis to ensure it meets the needs of the teachers and the pupils in the ever-changing world of technology. I identified that whilst we had desktop computers available on a ratio of 1:5, their fixed position did not help all users in school. Teachers commented that children having to move their workspace to a computer disrupted the class, and teaching assistants did not have the means to deliver small group intervention work effectively, as they could not access apps and programs to extend learning. I also acknowledged that the 2 smart boards were ready for retirement, and that replacements were needed that would not be affected by the glare from sunlight, nor heavy lorries shaking the building as they passed. Then I consulted with ICT users in school, the head teacher and governors for ICT presentations, the teachers for delivering lessons, teaching assistants for small group work, and the pupils for how they would like to research online and complete work on computers. I considered how much budget could be available from both revenue and capital, and also storage of any new equipment, given the limited floor space and cupboard capacity in school. Next, I researched the market for options and consulted other schools within our local authority school business management email network. I considered purchasing replacement interactive whiteboards, but knew we would have similar issues with the movement of the projector as heavy lorries passed. Having undertaken the research of different hardware options, I found a new product that had come onto the market, a Cleverscreen. This was an interactive touchscreen TV for education. It claimed to be very durable, could not be scratched, and could be wall-mounted or mobile fitted to a H stand. This would allow the product to be mobile around the school and more future-proof to meet the changing demands of pupil learning. I visited 2 local schools with Cleverscreens and spoke to the staff who used them. I involved a governor who had extensive IT knowledge for his opinions. I also checked that the local authority could cover the new product under our existing maintenance service level agreement. I took advice from the local authority services department in terms of functionality and suitability of Cleverscreens in a small school. A specification was drawn up for 2 Cleverscreens and 5 iPads, and I invited 3 companies who sold Cleverscreens to visit the school and demonstrate their product to staff. They were each given a copy of the spec and asked to provide a quote, as per best value principles. I asked them to consider whether they could include a small school discount and free training for staff. Governors approved the cheapest quotation, and a schedule was drawn up to ensure the old equipment was removed and the new installed with minimum disruption to the teaching environment. During this time, I considered asbestos, where the fixed clever screen was to be installed, power supply, connection to the network, and testing over a holiday period. I closed the project with an evaluation of the process by consulting with the key users for their views on how the equipment has enhanced the learning for the children in school and helped the teaching staff deliver outstanding teaching using technology. From a school business management point of view, the evaluation included whether the needs of the spec were met, whether it was within budget, and whether the schedule for implementation worked well. I hope you have enjoyed hearing about my experiences in school.